Mrs. Allred, thank you so much for coming. Chief's family guest and the 633rd Medical Group. My thanks to all of you for being here today to celebrate the retirement of Major Sly. Now, while Major Sly has done so much over his career, I would like to highlight just a few things that perhaps you don't know about Major Sly. This is the part he gets nervous. Now, when I first met Major Sly, and I bet he remembers the first few times he met me, it was never good news. Normally seeing me is rarely a social call, but you know, no matter the situation, I soon learned that maybe it wasn't the easy road for him to choose, but it was the right road. Honor, service before self, every time. Now, when you think of Major Sly, you may have other thoughts, but when I think of Major Sly, I think of calm. I immediately do. Because I know it's going to be okay, because Major Sly is on deck. So let me take a moment and tell you a little bit about Major Sly. Major Michael Sly was born at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, while his father was serving in the United States Army. He grew up in Mississippi and Utah during much of his childhood and graduated from Alta High School in Salt Lake City in 1982. Immediately after high school, Major Sly enlisted in the Air Force Reserves in security forces. He was placed on inactive reserve status while he served his church mission for 18 months. Then after returning from his mission, he married his sweetheart Annette and continued his military service in the reserves. He transitioned to active duty in security forces, and he was assigned to Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota for 5 years. At Ellsworth, 2 sons, Brian and Daniel, joined the family. Now, one of the highlights of this assignment was his selection to the Air Force boxing team. And he represented the Air Force at the Armed Services Boxing Championships in 1987 and 1988. Also in 1988, he was nominated and selected as one of the outstanding young men of America. Major Sly separated from the Air Force in 1992 to attend Idaho State University College of Nursing. While attending college, he wanted to continue in the Air Force Reserves. They offered him security forces, and he said no. So the Army National Guard came calling, and he was recruited as a 91 Bravo combat medic. Did you hear me? Combat medic. Isn't that the battle cry of ACC? Perhaps these are visions of things to come. Major Sly spent 2 years in the Army Guard and completed his BSN in 1996. And during the college years, a daughter, that's when Rebecca came, she joined the family. And then 1 year as a civilian nurse, he joined the Air Force and was commissioned a second lieutenant in 1997 and started at Wilford Hall as a med-surg nurse. After 3 years, he volunteered to go to the neonatal intensive care unit and thus began a whole new world of caring for babies. He spent 2 years in a level 3 NICU at Wilford Hall, and he became a transport nurse. In 2002, he PCS'd to Keesler and was a member of the neonatal transport team. But showing his diverse talents, he also became a member of the Keesler Honor Guard. He transferred to the ER with the intent to get into adult critical care. But life does change course. And so he took another assignment to a neonatal intensive care unit in Kadena Air Base, Okinawa, Japan. So in 2004, he was off to Japan, was assigned as a transport coordinator, supervising transports and training in the NICU at U.S. Naval Hospital, Okinawa, and MTFs throughout the Western Pacific. He supervised and he led 46 missions, 174,000 miles, and 661 hours of flawless infant care. In 2005, he received his national certification in neonatal nursing. Major Sly was also recognized as the Medford Company Grade Officer of the Quarter twice, and the U.S. Navy Hospital's Okinawa Air Force Company Grade Officer of the Quarter. Finally, in 2007, he became PACAF's Maternal Child Nurse of the Year, and that is a huge accomplishment. In February of 2009, he was promoted to Major, And after 5 years in Okinawa, Major Sly's military journey begins and now ends at Element. As Element leader, he moved a $2.2 million neonatal intensive care unit to our new hospital wing here. He was a triage nurse for the first Joint Task Force exercise. And I bet he won't tell you that he runs like the wind. He's a model for fitness, helped others in IPTS, and we now have a 98% pass rate. In fact, I'd be happy to change mine instead. And he laughs. Okay, but in that time, or it's that time, and it's time to turn the page. And it's just a new and exciting part of this journey. You know, as nurses, we have the image of Florence Nightingale, the nurse with the lamp who walked through the wards to check the wounded. And of course, the biblical reference to that lamp unto my feet and light unto my path. And one of my favorite childhood songs says that if everyone lit just one little candle, what a bright world this would be. And Major Sly, I think of all those that you have mentored, all those that you have trained, the parents that you comforted, and the littlest warriors who needed not only your expertise, but your love and support. You lit so many candles. You brightened this world of Langley and the NICU. Best wishes on being a nurse practitioner as you go on to save more little warriors, because it's never too early to recruit. Now, personally, I will miss your smile, your kind and gentle confidence. And to Mrs. Sly, thank you for taking all those phone calls. Mostly thank you for your tireless support over all these years. And to the family and to the children who couldn't be here with us today, tell them that their dad has been a guiding light to many in his Air Force family, just as he has been for them. So Major Sly, well done. You kept the faith and you completed the course. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Attention to orders. Major Michael H. Sly distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States as Element Leader, Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, 633rd Inpatient Squadron, 633rd Medical Group, 633rd Air Base Wing, Joint Base Langley, Eustis, Virginia. During this period, Major Sly led a team of 10 nurses and 10 technicians, executing flawless daily operations in the care of over 120 neonatal admissions annually. During the unit's relocation to the new wing, Major Sly was instrumental in directing the movement of $3.1 million of supplies and equipment. As an expert neonatal resuscitation program regional trainer, Major Sly directed 19 courses and certified 67 personnel, awarding 420 continuing education credits. He also served as triage nurse for the first ever Joint Task Force exercise, where he prioritized treatment for more than 100 patients daily. Major Sly was handpicked for a next of kin death notification, with the family expressing gratitude and appreciation for his concern and tender care. Finally, as Unit Fitness Program Manager, Major Sly bolstered the squadron's fitness pass rates to 98%. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Major Sly culminate a distinguished career in the service of his country in the United States Air Force. Please be seated. Special Order number AC-011185, effective 30 April 2011. You are relieved from